do Ahmadis or Qadianis have freedom of speech? Bhai Sahab, Assalamu alaikum
Assalam.
warahmatullah.
Walaikum assalam, Farooq Saab. Uh, it's a very interesting question. To begin with, do Ahmadis have freedom of speech within their own system of administration? Well, we
Yeah.
have to look into, first, we have to look into what is freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is the right of a member to question the authority over his doings, may it be financial, administrative, or whatever acts and done by the persons in authority. The journal masses have the freedom to question that authority. What we have generally observed in Jamaat Ahmadiyya, especially, that a normal person, a member, is not allowed to question the authority of the Khalifa or even from the lowest of the administrative member. And if somebody questions the authority, there are penal consequences. That
Mhm.
member is punished in that one. It's not that at 130 years time back.
Hmm.
We are in modern times right now. People are demanding that freedom of speech. They want to question.
Hmm.
Now, they have questions not on the administration of the Ahmadiyya Jamaat, but also theological questions. I've
Hmm.
been seeing the Waqf No of question and answers sessions. They are question and answer sessions. They are all. Last week I've been watching these video clips of Waqf No or question and answer sessions, which Ahmadiyya Jamaat is now making it public just to show that they have their freedom of speech. But
Hmm.
all of them, all of the questions put forth over there, they tend to just praise
Bhai Sahab,
praise the Khalifa
sorry
or
to interrupt. Those questions
hmm,
seem to be like scripted.
they are scripted to the extent that they lead to their answers lead to the praise of Khalifa.
Hmm.
And even the questions put forth by the children, there is a kids session also in that one. There are three kinds of the Lajna session is there, then and the Murabbiyan session, and then the kids session. Even the kids are restricted over there. They are not allowed to
Hmm.
ask openly, and there are some um, free questions also, but those questions does not question the authority over any matter. Rather, they are normal routine matters which they answer. They are
Hmm.
not allowed to do that, because if they do so, there are penal consequences. They get notices, they get warnings. The members get warnings, and then ultimately, what we see is that ikhraj notices.
Hmm. They are expelled from
That's
the Jamaat.
he is expelled from Jamaat, excommunicated from the Jamaat members, and there are some major penalties and minor penalties, and they have a whole lot of system of that thing,
Hmm.
just because, just for asking simplest questions. For instance,
Hmm.
a member could never ask how his money is being spent. He
Hmm.
could never ask for the account of chanda. No member could ask a question regarding the discrepancies, the contradictions in any of the Mirza Sahib's works. They cannot question anything. You will observe from those question and answer sessions that none of the questions relate to Mirza Ghulam Ahmad's writings. There
Hmm.
is never a question about his writings, because they
Hmm.
know they already know what is written in there. So they have not
Hmm.
disallowed that thing. that completely that aspect has been disallowed from their question and answer sessions. Even the small children, they are just given a pattern and they go on that pattern. Their questions are not spontaneous questions.
Hmm.
And then there is a shut up call if somebody goes beyond that, beyond the during the question answer session, there's a shut up call, and
Hmm.
this shut up call is very craftily, very deviously worded, but it in fact is a shut up call by directly from the Khalifa. They don't go beyond your
Himself
limits now.
said that don't go beyond your limits. You cannot ask these questions. And
He
we have observed another
he
thing,
was not,
that if you ask
he,
a question, which he cannot answer, he says, Maulvis do this. Maulvis have raised these questions and this, and he turns all the game towards the ulama, and always he uses this word Maulvi, Mullah.
is that you have to put the burden on somebody. They know that if I'm, it's like if I'm wrong, then I shift the burden on somebody else. That's what he's doing.
My next question is that is not this a crime when you are living in like Western countries, UK and Canada, Germany, and there people have freedom of speech. They can ask even their governments. They can ask the prime minister, "Oh man, what are you doing? Where is my money going? Where are my taxes going?" And these people living in those countries, they are doing this. Their their members are not even allowed to ask a question.
Concerning the legality of it, it's not a crime. It's not a crime.
Okay.
It's strictly speaking, it's not a crime. But
Mhm.
that means that shows that how this organization is being controlled. It's not a democratic organization where anybody could question any authority and ask for the reason of the action, of the previous actions, of what of its history, what has been done, to question the faith. Even they do not have the that freedom of expression over there. This is all public monies which they are using. Now the public monies in all cases, the public monies, the public from whose pocket this money is coming from, they have the right to question about the utilization of that money. This is the only organization where their right has been suppressed. Even in the controlled states, where we have seen the socialist states, the communist states, they whatever justification they had, but they opened their budgets, their accounts to general public. Over here, I don't know. This is the one of the closest organization which does not show anything to its members, and they do not allow the people to even ask for it. See, it becomes a crime when a person asks and you do not give him that accounts. Then it becomes a crime.
Okay.
You are a member of an organization, you ask for his accounts, for your actions, and the authority does not give you that account. You are the beneficiary, supposedly the beneficiary of that money, being a member, but you are not allowed to look at the accounts. Now that becomes a crime. When you ask and they do not give you, they are not allowed to even ask. Baat hi khatam. That's it.
Okay. So last question: Are Ahmadis or Qadianis, you can say, are they allowed to go to law enforcement agencies like police, or are they allowed to call 911 if they want help in this system of Jamaat? Do they allow doing this? Because I have heard that if you do, you call the police. They say you are going against our laws, you are and our regulations. You cannot ask the police. First, you come to us, and we will handle the matter. Then, if it is not handled, you can go there. What's your take on
The
this?
thing is that in Pakistan or in India also, they do operate it like this. When in all cases, whether it is criminal offense, heinous crimes, family matters, property disputes, everywhere they do not have they control every aspect of the lives of their the Ahmadis. But
Hmm.
in Western countries, it's something else. It's another story. When a crime is committed, a offense is committed, they have to report it. By
Hmm.
by law, they have to report it. They cannot stop them. But
Okay.
but when it comes to civil matters, the family disputes, the property disputes, the business is contracts, over
Hmm.
there, 90% of their actions are controlled by Ahmadiyya, the Jamaat. They cannot move beyond that Jamaat. Now,
Hmm.
let's say somebody's elder has died. Now they have to decide the inheritance of that person, to distribute it among the shareholders. They cannot do
Hmm.
so without the approval of the Ahmadiyya Jamaat. They ask for, and there is a dispute among those inheritors. They, in normal course, everybody goes to the court to resolve that issue and ask for the
Hmm.
guidance from the court. They are not allowed to go there. They go to their own system of qaza. Now, that
Hmm.
system of qaza is very much faulted, since
Hmm.
they do not have any forum to ask. They have to ask them, the
Hmm.
Jamaat. They cannot go anywhere else. If they do
Hmm.
not ask the Jamaat about the resolution of even of their problem, they have to. But there again, the right term is people use the word expelled or excommunicated, but I use a different word. They're kicked out of the
Hmm.
Jamaat. That is exactly
Hmm.
the right word. They are kicked out of the
Yeah.
Jamaat if we do not go to them. So there is no freedom still like such a in this
Okay.
Ahmadiyya Jamaat.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Hasib Khwaja, Advocate Sir, for being here on the Zaitun FM live show. So we can say this is what is going on is a clear violation of human rights. My dear viewers, my dear Ahmadi brothers and sisters, please do think about this. What what are you doing? What kind of people are you following? In this age of 2020, you don't have the rights to ask even a question to your Khalifa. Thank you so much for today. See you next time. If you like this
Thank you.
video, please do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you never miss an update from Zaitun FM Live. Take care. Allah Hafiz.